We're gonna make a shrimp soup. We're gonna start off by making a blonde roux. Take a half of stick of butter, put it in our black iron skillet. Melt it. Always use a wooden spoon to make a roux. Now that our butter is melted, this is a blonde roux. We're gonna add a 1/3 cup of flour and we're gonna mix it in with our butter. You wouldn't use a blonde roux to make a gumbo, but to make a shrimp soup, we're gonna use a blonde roux. And you cook it until it looks like peanut butter. The same color as peanut butter. Okay, now that my roux is the color, pretty close to the color I'm wanting it, I'm going to turn the fire down. Right now I have it on high heat. I'm going to put it on medium heat. Now I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of real bacon bits. Not the imitation, but the real crumbled bacon bits. I'm gonna cook that in. I'm going to chop up one medium onion and we're going to add it to our roux with our little nifty chopper. I'm going to fry that down in our blonde roux and our bacon bits until the onion cooks good. We're going to turn the fire a little bit higher so our onions will cook a little faster. Okay, my onions are almost cooked. I'm going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic. Okay, now that my onions are just about cooked, I'm going to season them. And I'm going to season them with some kind of Rico seasoning, the kind that we like, and you just use the kind that you like. Rico seasoning, it's made in New Iberia, Louisiana. So we're going to sprinkle a little bit of seasoning on the onions. Mix them up real good. And now that it's cooked, we're going to set it on the back burner. And in this pot right here, I'm going to add 4 cups of water. And this is what we're going to cook our shrimp in. And we're going to add our blonde roux to it. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of seasoning in the water. And I have 17 ounces of peeled shrimp. I have my 17 ounces, almost a pound of peeled shrimp in my mayonnaise jar. I'm going to add it to my water. I have about a cup of corn that I'm going to add in with the shrimp. I'm going to add my blonde roux in my pot with my 4 cups of water, my shrimp, and my corn. I'm going to mix it up real well. I have about 5 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. I'm going to put that in there also. Warm all this together. Melt your cream cheese. Defrost your corn, which you can put canned corn if you like. Okay, my corn is defrosted. My shrimp is almost cooked, and it looks like my cream cheese is just about melted. Now you want to take a little taste of it to see if it's seasoned enough for you. I'm going to add a sprinkle, a little bit more Conrico. And I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of heavy whipping cream. Make it pretty creamy. And I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of half and half milk. We'll mix it together. Once it's heated up, it'll be done. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of basil leaves on the top. Once it comes to boil, then it'll be finished. And this is creamy shrimp soup. Very tasty. Okay, my creamy shrimp soup is coming to a boil. And you can turn the fire off. It's ready to eat. Made enough for 4 servings. I have 2 pieces of Sister Schubert's bread. I did have some of my cream cheese that didn't completely melt. So if you wanted to put that in before you poured your shrimp and your corn and everything and whisk it together. But there's just a few little pieces here and there floating around. You can see a couple little pieces in the bowl. We're gonna eat it like that. It sure tastes yummy.